Well, hello, and welcome back to Shane's Hobby Shop. Today, we're going to do another little crankbait. That's this little guy right here. He's actually pretty fun little dude to do. You can actually do a bunch of different color combinations on here, and it'll be pretty easy. And what I'm going to do is a little combination that works up here in North Dakota. Now, it may work in your area, it may not. You really got to pay attention to the color combinations that you use, and also plus the type of lure that you use. Pay attention to what bites and what don't bite, and you keep trying that. Before you know it, you're going to be catching a lot more fish. Just pay attention. You never know, it just might work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a combination that does work up here. I'm going to show you how I paint it, and just walk you step by step. Now the main color I'm going to be using on here is what's called a pearlized white. And why I use that is because for some reason that does attract the fish's eye. Every time they see that little pearl glisten off of it, they actually do bite those more often than they do just the normal white. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you how I get this, and we'll get busy. Okay, this is the lure I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sand off the shiny parts of the lure just so that the paint will stick to it, okay? And I'm also going to go ahead and tape off this bill because I don't want the bill to be painted, but I will be painting everything else. Alright, now I'm also going to put a base coat of white on here, just a dull opaque white. That's mainly because that'll actually help the other colors stand out that I put on top of here, which is going to be also white, okay? But this is actually going to be a pretty simple paint job. This is the actual white that I'll be using just for the base coat. But then I'm going to be using this right here. It's pearlized white. And the reason why I like to use pearl white is because it actually catches the eyes of the fish. It gets their attention, and they really go crazy. Every time I got this on one of my lures, like the belly, it gets more hits on it than the lures that don't have it on. Okay, now then, I'm also going to do some highlights. I'm going to be using this right here, purple. It's a fluorescent purple. Well, that's what it's called. It's fluorescent purple, and what I'm going to do, it's a design that actually works up here in North Dakota. It may even work where you're at. I'm going to put on the top the purple, but then I'm going to actually have it coming down just a little bit on the side. Not that much, but just a little bit. And the way I'm going to do that is going to make it kind of like a scaling pattern, like fish scales. If you look at this lure, it kind of already got scales made onto the lure, but yet we're going to actually use something that, well, I'll show you right now. Go to your bathroom and get your white loofah. And it's going to be one of these things. You undo it, and it's just this. And this is what I like to use in making a scale pattern on the fishing lure. You cut a little bit of it off. If you notice, it has a scale, well, kind of weave design. And I'll put my fish lure in it. I'll put some clamps on it to hold it down, and that way when I spray it and I take it off, it'll leave like a little design on here. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. It makes more sense as I'm doing it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get busy. Went ahead and I kind of sanded the shininess off. It don't have to be 100% dull, but just get you a good little sanding job on it. And I'll tape off the bill. that even don't even have to be perfect. If you really notice I didn't get too close around the body, that's okay. Don't have to be perfect. You can if you want to spend a little extra time, get around the little sides there, but don't have to. So let's go ahead and fill up our airbrush with some opaque white and go ahead and spray it. There you go, went ahead and painted it white, and it's also dry, so don't have to worry about it bleeding into the next color, because what I do every time I do a color and then change colors, I not only clean out my airbrush, but I dry this, and also just every time you put a coat on it, dry it. It may need additional coats on it to make it stand out. Well, be sure you dry them in between each coat. Alright. So now we're going to go ahead and switch over to the pearlite white. Got to give it a nice pearl pop to it, a shine, and then we'll go from there. Okay, now went ahead and got your pearl painted on here, and also went ahead and dried it. Now let's go ahead and do the highlight. Now, like I said, get your loofah, go ahead and cut your section off of it. Now there's a couple different ways you can add this on there. You can just wrap it around it and then just hold it on there and then paint it. But you could move and then that will actually mess up your paint job. So my suggestion is go ahead and buy you a bunch of these little alligator clips, and that actually help hold all of this on. So let's go ahead and do that part. Okay, there you go. Went ahead, got my purple top on it, a little bit down the side with the little scaling on it, and still pearl body. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put some eyes on here. We're going to seal it with a little bit of sealer. It's not my finish, but it is a good sealer. But go ahead with the eyes, put the sealer on, and then we're going to dip it with the finish. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that done. So now we're going to go ahead and set it up, and to dip it I'll go ahead and take the blue taping off of the gill, I don't know what you call that, the bill. Go ahead and take that tape off and go ahead and dip it and set it up to dry. Okay, I went ahead, took the tape off the bill and got it ready to dip. Now this is my clear finish that I put it in. Now this is a very slow drying finish, but it's also self-leveling. So you will need to make some type of drying rack. This is what I got here, that will constantly spin all night long, because it'll take all night long just for the stuff to dry. So let's go ahead and dip this, put it on there, and come back tomorrow and we'll see what it looks like. The reason why I like using this as a finish, it makes the lure look pretty professional after it's all nice and dry. Well, okay, let's see what we done. This is it. Went ahead and got that little purple top. It kind of put a little skeleton down the side. But like I said, that bottom pearl, it really pops out on these fish, and they really love it. Different colors can do different things and attract different fish. So pay attention to what worked in your area. Now, my lures, I do sell my lures, and they will be on my website as soon as that does come up, which is still going to be a while. They are making my website now, but it's not up yet. And when it does come up, it will be Shaneshobbyshop.com. Now, on that website, I will be selling my lures. All my plans I got, woodworking plans, they are free, but my lures are for sale. But let's say you want one of these now before my website comes up. Now that's okay. Go ahead and get in touch with me and we'll chat back and forth, and I'll make sure I can get you one of these for a good price for you. Alright? Okay, well, if you like this video, please give me that thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. My name's Shane. Yeah, this is Shane's Hobby Shop, and we'll see you next time.